Hey everyone, down here from the Tebo concept, and we're back to Comic Studio once more because we're gonna be need one more loading screen image from GTA because looks like there must be gonna be one more thing until we're unable to browse anything for just first thing. We're gonna be searching from just shapes and beats Comic Studio. We're gonna be absolutely trying to find out. When I was pretty something really like this unknown thing because the last year before almost a year ago, we just eventually saw the last kinds of the futurizations of the cartoon animations. Because let's just say just shapes and beats. Yes, and I'm probably gonna be going to just searching a little bit a while ago, and we're finally making a comic. And we just completely found over here because just what I just probably searched from, and looks like this is gonna be for one thing as well. As you might able to note around here, so you might able to find a lot of sprites as well, and looks like and the rest of their characters are probably less of sprites as well. So we have to start off. We got the Coda, the boat, heli chopper, and there must be a lot of plants, cube, blixer, and kinds of other kinds of people, such as many more of these things. These are the corrupted shapes that turned everything pink into some kind of stupid things whatsoever. And nothing would ever just try to do this. These are probably falling things and turn some kind of a evil monsters whatsoever. This is Cube and turns out into some kind of a monster overall. It's updated by this only one way, and that must be Blixer, the king, and turns into a great monster over here. And the other kinds of people wasn't going to be pretty upset like this one. So we have this boat, pretty low qualities by themselves, and we're not going to be going to look around for just a little bit small. Because did you know Just Shapes and Beats is owned by Berserk Studio, which is probably I wasn't pretty that interested about for some kind of Berserk Studio for really probably some cringe things or whatever. Because the first thing could be the 2011 for the first start, and now this. The future of cartoon animation was probably here, released in 2018, and sprites taken from the JSAB, which means this is gonna be stands for Just Shapes and Beasts wiki, and some ripped by for just only one thing. It's ripped by Bang 1338 most backgrounds and gameplay screenshots from over here. So as we will be seeing around for this many kinds of tour, and a lot of them, which absolutely got sprites. That must be other kinds of sprites, the sun, the birds, and kind of killing things, whatever it is. It was probably the less of them, and it's pretty such as gonna be a good idea. You can now choose for a custom sprites and custom backgrounds as well. We got a courses, we got many anything as well, including such as weapons, tools, and other kinds of stuff, the crown, and many more things as pretty such as obstacle course. And this is the creator of Just Shapes and Beats. Pretty crazy. Another one is the effects, like this crazy rip over. It's probably over. And could be gonna be not to do this. So, the first sprite that I just going to do this, and a lot of them isn't gonna be going for just like this. Look at this, probably most overall. we just completely getting scam overall. And I probably should be able to get rid of this really first. The next one is the textbook, and there must be simple text, and there must be backgrounds as well. So am I gonna be choosing for doing this, and I'll be saving for this comic studio or a comic image for one more time before that is going to be it. We're going to start on the waters because just like in the last page. And then we have for right over here, so you might eventually try to scroll down, but I would not able to do so. And will not be able to believe there must be a huge tower over here. And this is must be inside the factory before being entering the rocket, which is a little bit pretty fast. And right over here it's going to be for on top of the world, just like Rockstar Cookie is gonna be rocking along, and probably I really know what it is. This isn't gonna be going for just like it's one place, and I might be able to add cars for scrap into one piece of metal as well. And I cannot believe this isn't gonna be going for around for just a little bit of party crazy things whatsoever. There must be the volcano, and I don't really believe this isn't gonna be going for making too much, and it's gonna be inside of the factory, or believe it or not, this is gonna be going for way missing sprites. And we have the tree. We did still have anything, but actually this is gonna be going leads into one more page to do this. And looks like this is gonna be a rise of the fire spirits, or whatever it is. I'm gonna be using for an off-road king. And we'll better believe that the millennial tree cookie is gonna be right onto the tree. Now, I'm pretty sure that we head on to the crossovers. You can do crossovers with any kinds of their cells. So we're starting off with Millennial Tree. And this isn't gonna be going for just pretty apart like this thing. And she'll be sitting behind the tree. And power the city, away we go. As we speak. Then I'll be added a Mercury Grand Mountaineer. And that was gonna be the case, and I cannot believe that I never be able to be spawning for the fire spirit. And I'll be spawning for just like it goes to the Ford Bronco, or nothing whatever it is, because that wasn't gonna be pretty it. And especially he's going to rock over here, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be trying to rock all over to this place on top of the hill. So I really just pretty nuts. And I'm gonna be trying to find over here. And where is he? I don't know what he really it was, because it's gotta be a little bit confusing, because I might have to scroll down a little bit, and it seems pretty easy to do this. And he should be gonna be over here, and he's rocking on top of the hill. And the next one, we gotta need cars. But once I made it done, we still have to use for some kinds of crossovers such as boats. We're gonna be going for Minecraft right here. And I'm not sure this isn't gonna be going for very much well as to do this. As we're gonna be picking up for just a little bit going on sprites, there is nothing here anymore. So I cannot believe that we can't go to the sprites over here. And I don't really think this isn't gonna be going for around for the pixel gallery as well. And really not, this isn't gonna be going for a complete overhaul. So we didn't absolutely gonna be going for around for a studio crossover. Oh no, I'm not sure. This isn't gonna be going for a round as well. We're gonna be need some boats, but I don't think we're gonna be removing like these ones as well. So we're possibly added for some charities, random stuff over here. We're gonna be trying to doing this next time, and we're gonna be going for charities, random stuff. Let's going to start off for the cringe cookies over here, and see there's the boat from over here. The sailboat is absolutely pretty huge over here from that crazy splash, and will not be able to believe that the studio crossover, and it comes with salt cookie, and it's gonna be pretty a lot to do this, but giant boat on wheels, and we can't believe it, that is gonna be the battle of the seas. And we're not pretty sure this isn't gonna be going for just about for just a little bit, and it's pretty such as one thing, pretty crazy. So let's go for the studio crossovers. And what about that big waves of her? And I wouldn't able to came from just right here. And because that we're actually trying to call her, and I recently that does going to be just like this one as well. So we're gonna be picking her up and see that giant waves of craziness isn't gonna be just like about to be. And then my mouse isn't going to be just right. Probably like over this splashing thing, whatever it is. And we just still gonna be going back for its where to try this expansion anyways. But I pretty think this isn't gonna be going for okay. And it's pretty kind of a little bit for just pretty gone a little bit as well. And that pretty things isn't going to be just like that. So let's go for the effects from their studio crossovers as well. And I cannot believe this isn't going to be going for just about for just climbing up all the way into the mountains. Just like many other kinds of stuff. So just stay tuned and be right there. Unless we're not finished yet. Because we still need to put some cookie molds and whatever we tried to say before. As we just completely put over here nearby the birds. And what actually, that is probably that we just eventually put there. And I'm really sure this isn't actually going to be trying to put a lot of animals from over here. And it's gotta be a lot of their cells and wild animals as well, and a lot of more animals that we are gonna be going left, and isn't gonna be any pets around here, but I really think it was not. So I think that is gonna be pretty it to be end of this video, and I'm probably that very sure that I just gonna be slightly going to be putting a white lily, and he's gonna be right over here while sitting with his trunk and with clover cookie as well. I'm probably sure there aren't gonna be going for various things whatsoever, that the first thing we just gonna be trying to find the agent, and it's really finally here. We're gonna be absolutely trying to put over here, and really itself for right over here. I'm still gonna be trying to get a little bit quiet, and oh dear, I still absolutely gonna be still gotta be quiet over here. So rather over here, and I'll make sure I'll be putting right over here. And it was pretty insane right over to these off-roaders. And one thing it does, I really forgot she was pretty happy about. and I'm pretty sure that she was pretty proud over here, and I got over here for just one time. And what about this guy from all over to do this? So let's just head back, and we're gonna be added for right over here for just like all these people. And what about her on this segment? And he's gonna be right over here, not probably there. And he's not gonna be going for around here, just like it most likely it looks. And we're gonna be putting Vanos over here like the king of the top of the hill. And it's not that pretty great because he really hates this video, because I wonder why. That doesn't gonna be pretty matters. And we're gonna be trying to put her right on her side, but she is going to try to kill him, or whatever that she'll try to do this, whatever that she tried. And that is probably all it. I'm gonna be saved for one more, and that is probably it. So if you like for today's video that we just eventually save for this one, so I'm probably gonna be going to escape, and we're gonna be trying to see in the downloads as well, and we're gonna be showing the folder, not deleting of this one as well. It should be gonna be going all the way up here. 15 comic pages we have here, and finally it was eventually right there. But instead of those words, and I forgot to say, what did I move here? Because that's not going to be where to do this as well. Because thankfully that is going to be the end of this video. And of course, and probably the website is going to be linked in the description. And also the comic studio is going to be right there down below. So pretty sure thanks for watching. And this is going to be Tebo. Concept is signing off. And I should be able to zoom in, but the last comic that I just created, but looks like nothing is absolutely probably missing except this. And of course, that could be the end of this video, and I'll talk to you mini lads all next time, whatever it is.